Hi everybody, I am Babs Hogan, the Healthy Cheese Lady. Last month I announced that I was going to talk about type 2 diabetes for the entire year. So this is the very first part in a series of discussions. The target audience are those who are considering making some health-related changes. And of course, January is a really good time to do that. In 2008, I was certified through the Well Coaches Corporation as a wellness coach. I'm not certified with them now, but they make some good points. So let's look at these. There are four main obstacles for not meeting your goals. Number one, busy lives. We're all very busy. The demands for our attention is amazing. Number two, the vast amount of dietary guidelines that we have to try to remember and deal with. Three, obstacles include confusion, resistance to change, and ambivalence. Some of us just give up, say, forget it, not going to happen, give up, not even hopeful. But guess what? There is hope. And number four is we have so many repeated failures, and it really does affect our ability to think that we can actually make lasting change. And the second one I'd like to share with you is from Coaching Behavior Change, similar to the Well Coaches version. This is the American Council on Exercise. And they make two good points. Number one is small changes accumulate, and as they accumulate, you actually feel more successful and it increases your confidence. So the more you do a behavior, the easier it gets. The key word is do. The more you do a behavior, the easier it gets. Okay, so let's get to the type 2 diabetes topic. So making last behavior change is a step-by-step process, sometimes takes years to actually reach success. In the same light, if you have type 2 diabetes, the disease process actually takes many years to develop. I just read a study that said type 2 diabetes usually takes between 10 and 20 years to actually come to light. So it's a process. You can't really get in a big hurry on this. You've got to just take it one step at a time. I love Dr. Jason Fung's book, and you can see it here on the screen, but this is an excellent book. I use it every day for all sorts of things, and it's even if you don't have diabetes, read the book. It's really important. Dr. Fung says in his book, weight gain after age 18 is a major determinant. After 18. Now, well, most of us do gain weight after 18, but if you gain between 44 and 77 pounds, it increases the risk of developing this disease by 11,300%. If you gain more than 77 pounds, the risk increases by 17,300%. That's pretty amazing numbers, isn't it? Okay, let's go back to number 2 from the Well Coaches Manual. It says, we face a bewildering array of wellness guidelines, products, and services, making it difficult to create a personal formula. This is a major obstacle. So what does that remind you of? Let me think about it. Reminds me of the USDA guidelines that were established in the 80s. Every 5 years, they write new guidelines, write new recommendations, and guess what has happened since then to pretty much most countries, especially in the United States. We are sicker and fatter than ever, and the dietary guidelines have not been accurate. They've been very misleading, and it's really causing a lot of trouble. So the Nutrition Coalition is an organization that is leading this battle against the U.S. dietary guidelines, and they just want one thing. The Nutrition Coalition wants one thing. They want the committee that writes the guidelines to actually look at recent, solid, evidence-based science. That's pretty simple. All we need is some really smart people like Dr. Sarah Hallberg, for one, would be great. She's a diabetes specialist, and she's a medical doctor, and she's up on all the research. She would be an excellent member of the committee. So the Nutrition Coalition has recommended that we write a letter to the USDA secretary. His name is Sonny Perdue. And you know what? You have a voice. And collectively, we have a loud voice. And yes, we need to be loud. This is urgent. We don't have 5 years. People are sick. People are dying. This is disgusting. Why do I have so many books in my library? Why am I reading all these books? For example, this is a new one from the Weston A. Price Foundation, Chronic Hyperinsulinemia by Amy Berger. This is a really big word, but it's an important word. So read that and you'll understand. This is my favorite book from 2018. It's an excellent book. Talks a lot about insulin and diabetes. And this is another one that I love by Jason Fung. And then on and on and on. And then we got Dr. Perlmutter's. I've got both of his, and he's really big on the microbiome, and that's kind of a big deal. Here's Rob Wolf's book. I haven't read it yet, but I'm sure it's great. And then this is kind of where it all starts right here, Nina Teicholz's book on Big Fat Surprise. She explains why and how we got ourselves into this mess. So I encourage you to let your voice be heard. Go to the nutritioncoalition.us and then go to news and read the letter. There's a sample letter there that you can copy and paste and put it in your email and send to Secretary Perdue. Or if you want to, you can just write your own. Just write your own and tell them all about your successes. If you've had some good successes on certain dietary approaches, that's great. It'll make it more powerful. And I just think that we need to reach out to these folks and say, look, we're serious. You guys haven't gotten it right yet. We want you to get it right. So all you have to do is review not the most recent research. And I think that'll make a huge difference. So that's it for today. And I look forward to talking to you another day.